Hey, what's happening people? Naughty Morty here, back again with another Battlefield video, talking today about the squad play mechanics we might inevitably see in Battlefield 6, what's going to be carrying over, what we're going to see that's new, and what we enjoy seeing the most. So first things first, let's talk about Battlefield 5 and what Battlefield 5 did right in the squad play department. I think there are a lot of areas that Battlefield 5 really excelled, and squad play is a massive part of that. It added a number of new features that we hadn't seen in previous titles, which works really well, and a part of the reason that I can still go back to the game and enjoy it on a near daily basis. Specifically, we're going to talk about the ability to res anyone in your squad, and obviously I think DICE did a really good job of balancing this. The fact that if you're not a medic, it takes a significant amount of time to pick someone up in your squad equally means that you're open and available to be shot by the opposition, whereas if you're a medic you can obviously pick people up at a much faster rate. Along with that, the ability to also spot enemy infantry whilst you are down is also a really useful squad play mechanic, and I think is something that should be carried over to the next Battlefield title, and something that we haven't seen in previous games, which again I think would have really done a great job in games like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1, but Battlefield 5 again, it really does stand out as something that I use quite a lot of the time, especially when I'm spending time on the ground, and similarly things that my squad mates use on a regular basis as well. Now there is a lot of speculation around what they might add to the next title in terms of squad play and how it's directly going to affect your squad in game, whether that be 4 or 5 players. We still haven't had a definitive total amount of people who are going to be allowed in squads in this game yet, but one of the key elements that has been flouted and mentioned on numerous occasions is the potential to be able to drag your squad mates, and this has been seen in the likes of Squad more recently and other milsim titles that have tried to utilize this feature, giving you the option to pull a squad mate of yours around into cover from a previously very open position. Now this mechanic sounds really good on paper and it does work well in games like Squad. However, I think for the Battlefield franchise it could be very difficult, particularly if it's open to the rest of your team, not just your initial squad but to the wider team as well. This is because we are playing an arcade shooter. It's not a military simulator. People are playing it to have fun with their friends and not particularly taking it seriously, so to speak, in terms of the general serious milsim community that there are around games like Squad. In that sense, you could get people definitely griefing the game, pulling you around from places into silly positions, getting you stuck in areas that you don't want to be in, all because you've left yourself open to being dragged on the floor. Now if this was kept just within your initial squad, I think it could work well. Again, it's still going to be open to some kind of interpretation as to whether it's going to be an effective tool or not, but it's definitely worth a shot if you are looking at initial squads and having the ability, maybe even just for the medic, to be able to move people around on the map if they've been downed, not just every single person on the team. For me, I would love to see a return to a similar kit structure that we had in Bad Company 2, with the assault rifle class being the main medic, the LMG playing the support role, providing ammunition for the team, and then the engineer having the submachine guns and the anti-vehicle capabilities. I feel like this is the best way to structure a squad, especially if we're looking at a modern military shooter again, whereby the submachine guns are going to be up close trying to take out the enemy vehicles, whereas the assault rifles can play at longer ranges, hold enemies down whilst also picking up teammates and potentially dragging them around corners. So what do you guys think? Are there new mechanics that you want to see brought into Battlefield 6, or alternatively are there older mechanics from previous titles that you want to see make a return? It's going to be interesting to see how DICE manage this, because of the amount of new games that are coming out on a regular basis with a variety of different squad play mechanics that people are constantly seeing and wishing that DICE would implement, use, not use, etc. But anyways guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for tuning in again. As you may have seen, I've started to upload more short form content onto YouTube in the form of YouTube Shorts. I'm going to be doing a lot more of those in the coming days and weeks, so look out for those more sporadically, but I will always have the main video up at least once every weekend for you guys to all enjoy. So thanks once again, it's been Naughty Morty, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one.